Good morning.
Good morning, Tim. Hope you're well. Hope you have a good day.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Barry from Music Tech Info. Hope you're doing well. So I really wanted to cover this WWDC Apple event that's literally around the corner. Tim's very well. I've just had a very quick chat with him. He's doing good. So yeah, the WWDC event is literally around the corner and I cannot wait. We literally just had an event on the 7th of May, but this Apple keynote is going to be on the 10th of June, so look out for it. Now I normally watch it on YouTube because that seems to be the easiest via the Apple official channel, but in this video I'm going to cover what to expect. It's going to be all about AI, isn't it? I wonder how many times they're going to say AI, especially Tim Cook. He has mentioned it on a few interviews, whereas previous years, Apple never really wanted to talk about the word AI. It was all about ML, machine learning. But then there was a very quick shift. So there's going to be a lot of AI integration going forward with this event. And according to Matt Gorman, we're not going to have any kind of official announcements with hardware, nothing kind of in the immediate future, because the fact that the M4 is now included in the iPad Pro is just so outstanding. So people were kind of hoping that it was going to be announced that maybe the MacBook Air would be updated with the M4 and maybe other stuff, but it doesn't seem as though that's going to happen. Instead, the focus this year is going to be on software, which is personally my favourite. Now, it does make me wonder that this event is going to be very different to any other event that we've literally had on WWDC events over the years, because this is going to be focused around AI, and this is new technology. This is revolutionary, and it's beginning to get into everything. And Apple have certainly played the waiting game, but when they were interviewed a few months ago, they certainly said, oh no, we've got nothing to be scared about. We've got a lot on the plate with AI. So that's what they have been focusing on. So obviously Google, Samsung, all of the other competitors have already mentioned their AI technology changes, and it's Apple's opportunity to really delve into AI integration. And I really hope that this is going to be reflected on all of their devices, including the Apple Vision Pro. Now, what I am worried about is the fact that there will be a barrier of entry, and I don't know what that barrier of entry will be. However, I'm a musician, and they recently updated Logic Pro on the iPad, and I was so excited to try this out because, for a start, you had session musicians. So you could have an AI session drummer in the background, you could have an AI session keyboardist, I think, and a guitarist, or is it a bass player? So I was so excited to check that out, as well as stem extraction. So it would strip out the vocals on a separate track, you know, the bass line on a separate track, etc. And that functionality really interests me as a musician. However, when I tried to do those things, I realized that the M1 chip was required in order to run those. So I was gutted because I've got one of the original iPad Pros, I think it was from 2010. And that is what is going to force people to upgrade. They're going to have to upgrade if they want certain features. However, is it going to be the M1? Is it going to be the M2? Is it going to be the M3? Is it going to be the M4? On which features are provided. And it's going to be interesting how Apple handles that. However, Apple's always made the ecosystem as easy to use as possible. So I'm hoping that's what they'll do. They'll probably just say anything before M1, it won't work on these particular features, but from M1, this is what you can do. And I'm really hoping that's going to be the case because AI has focused on AI technology chips for a long time now, and they have been really focusing on enhancing their AI chips within their M processors. But I do think chances are that we're going to have an M in front of our devices in order for the AI stuff to work. But there might still be some AI technology that's included in terms of notes, in terms of speech recognition. All of these things will be announced at WWDC. Now, Siri has been the voice assistant of Apple for a long time, and it really has been lagging behind in terms of what's currently out there. I think Alexa, as it currently stands, does a much better job, and that doesn't yet have AI in it. Well, it does, but you know what I mean. So the fact that they're going to upgrade Siri and make it a lot more intelligent is really needed from a lot of people. But because Apple focuses on security so much, it's going to be interesting. There is rumors out there that's saying that it's going to be black boxed, which basically means nobody else is going to be able to access your results. And that's really important for Apple. And that is something to bear in mind, that Apple has focused on security for such a long time, whereas Google, there's a lot more risk involved in terms of exposing your data and using that data and selling it. Now, unfortunately, just because they're announced won't mean that they are going to be delivered straight away. We may have to wait some time on some of the features. And Apple have also been in talks with OpenAI recently to integrate its large language models with iOS 18. And supposedly, it is going to be the biggest update in history. It's also possible that Vision 2.0 is going to be announced at this event for the Apple Vision Pro. That's going to get people quite excited. A lot of people that actually have them in the US at the moment are kind of bored with them and they want to give it one last try, one last push to see if that's going to convince them to keep that device forever. But it is bulky, it is heavy, it is weighing people down, literally, which is a real shame because in terms of what it can do is really cool. However, I think it has been a challenge for a lot of people to actually understand what the use cases are for the device. So the event is going to be held at Apple Park at Cupertino in California, my favorite state, and it's scheduled to start at 1 p.m. Eastern time on the 10th of June. Some of the AI features that we're expecting to see and has been rumored are things such as voice memo transcriptions, because that's really cool as a musician, because I can sing onto the device and actually have the AI encode for the lyrics. There's going to be summarized functions for things like news, documents, and notifications, giving you a smart recap of all of that data that can just fill your brain so many times. And it's also been rumored that Apple will be doing customizable AI emojis. It's going to be interesting because I've followed AI for a long time, especially AI music on the channel, so make sure you subscribe if you're interested. It has been reported that this AI technology will be on device. However, I don't think 100% of it will be, particularly if they are going to use OpenAI's technology. But if they can do that, that would really help in terms of keeping security and privacy. Now, there's going to be a ton of iPhone updates, iPad updates, macOS updates, Vision Pro updates, and maybe Apple Watch will even get the enhanced Siri 2. It was also rumoured that Apple was having discussions with Google in terms of their LLMs, but I think that may have broken down. There's been other rumours in terms of non-AI updates, such as eye tracking on iPad and iPhone, live captions on Vision OS, maybe translation would be cool with that. We might also be told about the recent RCS messaging on iPhones. So let me know in the comments what you're interested in and excited about with this event. I for one certainly am, and I can't wait to find out how it helps me in my day-to-day activities and also as a musician. If you're interested in being kept up to date, make sure you subscribe to the channel and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.